Thousands of candles can be lit with one single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. A day with Deepal. A day in Colombo. As usual, people are on their way to work. All these humble guests are waiting for Deepal, a compassionate human being who seamlessly feeds dogs and cats day and night.
I get up at 5, I go to sleep at 12. Right throughout the day, I have about 2 hours of break, from about 1 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. From about 4 o'clock, I am again on the road till 10:30. Rest is work. First day itself, I didn't have this amount of animals to start with, and I used to bring a very small bowl because there were more than 10 cats and 2-3 dogs. Then people started dumping animals here. Rice is expensive. Fish is the biggest expense that I have, because these animals consume about 10 kilos of fish. Cooking is different, preparing is different. You have to mix it properly, otherwise they won't eat. You have seen a lot of people laying packets of rice. They open a packet of rice and expect the dog to mix it and eat. They eat the fish and leave the rice and they go off. That's all they can eat, you know. So they don't understand it has to be mixed well. That mixing takes a lot of time. People don't understand that. I don't have holidays, poor days, Christmas, New Year, Sunday. Every day is the same. And I don't have any assistance towards cooking or feeding. As you can sure, there is nobody going to come and feed animals. I mean, they think I'm some fool who has turned up from nowhere to start feeding animals on the road. Many arguments with a lot of people. So anyway, now that they have understood that, I'm not going to stop it. Just because they have told me not to do it, I'm not going to stop it. Even the police, I have a lot of problems with the police. Environmental police will come and tell me I'm polluting the area. So I said, look, if I'm polluting the area, you take me to court. That's the best I can tell them, you know. So I'm leaving bits of pieces and, you know, food around the place, you take me to court. So they have no way to prove that I leave anything, because I don't leave anything.
Where does funding come from?
Funding is, of course, a terrible problem. I had inherited land in Gaul. I'm from Gaul. I did have some inherited land which I've sold and put some money in the banks to get interest. Then the interest rate came down. So these are other problems that I face. Actually, that lady, Mrs. Ratnayaka, is giving a good helping hand towards this thing. Other than that, I don't know how I would have done, because when I started with a small number of animals. Now the number of animals have grown. My income has not grown, right? So I need help.
Deepal is a one-man army.
Now Deepal is someone who feeds a lot of animals. He feeds, that is his life. He gets up at 3 in the morning, he cooks the meal for the morning, he feeds roughly about 120 cats and about 60 dogs. His whole life is all dedicated to that.
How do these dogs and cats find their way to the streets?
Lot of big houses around this area. They don't like cats and dogs. They want the cat to catch the rat. But if the cat is not catching the rat, bang, the cat comes to the collar. Because there is food, no, that the cat can survive. You know? They want to have the dog because then they have security. They don't want to pay for security. So they will have 2 dogs, which does their security work, but they don't want to give the dog to eat. that will be somebody else's problem.
What kind of attention do you get from onlookers?
Those days I used to sit and talk, and suddenly I found that I wasted about 1 hour talking to some man on the road, answering his silly questions. Now I don't answer any question. What I do is, I put this into my ear and pretend not to hear them. The situation is that I just don't have time to waste.
A little bit of your early life?
I went to St. Thomas's College, Mount Rainier. A lot of my school friends are like, I don't meet with anybody because what I am doing is not what they want to do with their life. I worked for about 10 years. Then I did some little business also for about another 10 years, which was not too successful. I left everything. I studied in England for my graduation. And
any objective behind this?
a lot of people are very astute in, say, music, mathematics, science in very young age. How is that? What is the answer to that? They have done it before. They have done it before, then that's why they can do it again. But for somebody who doesn't realize that there is the effects of, I don't want to bring in religion, but effects of those energies, forms of energies, it's very easy for somebody. I mean, for us, when we have not practiced the piano, even in this life, it's amazing how a 4-year-old, 5-year-old could, like Mozart, could just master the piano at the age of 4 and 5, you know. You understand? So this is also something like that. You should live with minimum amount of things around you, because everything you gather will give a rise to dissatisfaction in your mind, because what you have gathered is going to change. You understand? You buy a new vehicle, it's going to change in 3 years' time, but when you buy it, you will be so happy. But in 3 years' time, you say, oh, new model has come, now this is useless, now you're going to get another. To do that, how much of effort you have to put in to earn the money to pay for the new car? People don't understand. It's a peace of mind that is absolutely necessary for your existence, that's all.
Your family?
I am 62, no family. You think if I had a family, I would be able to do this? No family. I don't have a car. I don't even have a house. I am living with my aunt, who has very generously given me accommodation. You understand? I don't want to own anything. Let me use the facilities that are available around me to live. That's all that's all that is needed for anybody's existence. Well, I don't know if everybody who will listen to this thing I'm mad. But at the end of the day, my objective is to have a state of peaceful state of mind. A very calm, peaceful state of mind. So I have achieved that. They don't understand their existence is only 70, 80 years. They have forgotten that. Only the next door neighbor dies. You are not dying. You understand? Only the next door neighbor will go to get dengue. You won't get dengue. Your son, only the next door neighbor will get dengue. You are okay. You will live for 1,000, 2,000 years. Maybe more. That is why you got to earn so much and have everything. You know? People don't understand what life is. It's not accumulation of wealth, accumulation of material things. You have to develop your spiritual side foremost. I'll give you a Sanskrit word, alpekshata, minimalization. Live with bare minimum. You will be happy where? In your mind. You may have a little discomfort on your body. That doesn't matter. It's only a body, you're going to leave the body. I am ready.
What you are is what you have been. What you'll be is what you do now.